Fifth Hour Radio Show.
Master Feng, when did you begin your Kung Fu training?
I began training in the Shaolin Temple when I was 4 years old. But also, I already start with the basics training when I was 3 in my house. My parents, they are martial artists.
So how did you end up being selected to train in the Shaolin Temple?
During the time in 1994, I was competing in one of the Henan Province in competition, martial arts. And I went up gold, bronze medals. So the judge was one of the Shaolin masters, and he saw me, and he came to my parents to talk to my parents. He said, this kid has a very good ability, and his body is very, very good for Shaolin Kung Fu. So my parents decided to take me to a Shaolin Temple training when I just turned 4.
So being so young when first entering into training at the temple, was it hard for you to leave your family behind? I mean, did it take a little while to adjust to your new surroundings?
Oh, yes. It's very difficult. When I first my parents taking me to a Shaolin Temple, the Chinese, we bow to the master. We have to use our knee down to bow to the masters. So my parents was telling me to bow to the masters. So I thought my parents was going to give me away to the masters. I was crying, so it was very nervous. I didn't know what's going on. But after my parents left, I was very enjoying and happy trying to play around. When I finally come, and the master called me to come over, try to talk to me of explaining the way of Shaolin training and living in Shaolin. So I was realized, okay, this is not a playground. So that's how I started.
What was a typical day like for you as a student of the Shaolin Temple way of life?
We have to wake up earlier in the mornings, like 5 o'clock. Of course, when I was just brought into the temple, it's difficult because I don't know anything what to do with it, and I have a few Kung Fu brothers was helping me to learn all to learn all the drills. So, and we will wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so get 30 minutes to prepare and fold our bed as like an army, and we will be lining up waiting for the master to come at 5:30 start our training. So the first thing we will do in running in the mountains, but we have, the master require we have to pick up some stone, hold in our hand to running like 5 miles on top of the mountain, and we have to do some meditation training and doing some Buddhist praying, and then we will get our physical training up there and cardio, all kind of hard work. And after done with training on top of the mountain, we have to go back to the temples. So on the way going back to the temple, it's going down to the stairs. It's 100,000 of us stairs. The master asking us to going down with the stairs with push-up position. So it's like you're crawling down. So that was a very difficult training, and I couldn't catching up first to start. And of course, the master will come join with me, tell me you can do it, always give me a hand. He also take care of me very well. And he was a little worried about me going to rolling down with all those 100 stairs. And it's very difficult. And after that, we get back to the temple, we can have our breakfast. And after a little breakfast, we got to start our morning, evening training with 2.5 hours, and different kind of trainings and throughout those times. Of course, when I getting older, I get more used to all those trainings. So, and the training will also get a little harder too. So it's because I can catch up when I was starting such a young age. So that's how it goes. But I made it.
Yes,
I'm
you
glad
did.
I made it.
Yes, you did. Is there a ranking system in Shaolin Kung Fu? How do you distinguish an apprentice from someone reaching the master level?
Actually, in Shaolin Temple, really doesn't have a ranking system level. And it starts to, it's just went in there, you start with your master. What generation is your master's? And he will passing on all that generation to you. So it started with like somebody don't know, somebody went in there, started with the student's master. So you get many different year trainings and all different kind of hard training, and the master will ask you to be prepared for all this, become a master, to receive the master titles. So, like me, when I get my master titles, I was one day my master just coming up to ask me, "Hey, today I'm going to ask you to do all the hard training with one day." And I was very nervous because it's very tough. You know, you can get passed out. You know, you can get injured. It's all kind of hard training. But I'm glad I made it that day. So.
Yeah, I bet that was a tough day for you. I bet that was.
Yeah,
really, you was really nervous about that day. I bet.
Yes, it takes me about 7 years to get that. So, but I was still feels great when I passed the get my master titles.
Oh, I bet. You know, after becoming a master and receiving that title, is it a requirement for you to teach, or is that something you do on your own? Is that by choice?
No, actually, when I was training on the 6th year, that time, my master also throws some few new students to me, for me to handle it. Those new students, teach them basics. From that time, and then that's, of course, you have to have a teaching skill to receive the master title. So that's what happened to me when I was in the 6th year in the temple. The master started giving me some students to handle it, to teach. So that's when the 7 years the master asked me to do the test, and so I get passed to become a master title to receive that.
Yeah. When did you decide to leave the temple? Is that a decision you made, or do all monks leave at some point?
No, I didn't really have this kind of thought. Just one day, my master came up asking me, "Hey, we got to send you out of the country." I was wondering, I said, "Well, why send me out of the country?" But he was explaining to me. He said, "Hey, there's one Kung Fu brother needs help in America, in Texas." So I say, "Which Kung Fu brother?" And he mentioned it. I said, "Oh, that brother, when I was young in the temple, he was take care of me like father to son." So I'm very happy. I say, "Okay, I'll go over there to help him." So that's how I made this decision to come to the United States.
Like the question earlier, you had to make an adjustment again after leaving the temple. Was it easier adjustment on you as an adult?
No, when I came to American when I was 15, but certain stuff was very difficult for me to adjust it, but some stuff it was easy. But let's see, example, of course, first thing is language. I don't speak any English. And second thing, food and living style. And it's just all kind of stuff. It's those little things, but it takes me about a year and a half to adjust it to living in America.
What made you make the choice to come to the United States to teach?
To come to America. Oh, that was the person I decided to came to United States to help one of my Kung Fu brothers. So that's how I made the decision.
Okay. Well, how long after moving to the U.S. did it take you to set up your training facility? I mean, were you a little bit nervous about being able to attract students initially?
No, that was after 6 years. Then I live in America. So, and then I opened my own school. And during this time, I already have about 20 students. They are deciding to stay with me for the longest time, but which is they're still staying with me right now. It wasn't too difficult, but one thing I didn't thought about it. I was nervous for over 6 months. That time when I opened the school, it was 2008. The American economy is dropping down real bad.
Oh, yeah.
That. So that's why I was nervous. I said, is that going to be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it turned out today it was okay, no problem.
Yeah. Can anyone take lessons from you? I mean, do you have courses for men, women, and children of all ages?
Oh, yes. Our school right now has over about 150 students, age 3 to 55. So it doesn't really have a age limit. Shaolin Kung Fu is for everybody.
Well, what besides learning Kung Fu, what do you hope people can get out of taking lessons from you besides learning the Kung Fu?
Of course, mentally, physically, and health and discipline, to self-defense, and to earn wisdom. And the Shaolin, of course, is a way of life. So it takes years, takes many years.
Mm-hmm. Well, outside of teaching Kung Fu, do you have any hobbies or activities you do on your downtime to relax? What do you do for fun, man?
I stay home.
You're a homebody, huh?
Yes, I spent time with my wife and my son, and I was playing with my son sometime. I will help to get him some basic Kung Fu stretch to get him started. And also, I like to watch the Kung Fu movie with him.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Everybody likes to watch. Oh, do you watch the old Kung Fu movies?
Oh, yes.
The classics?
Almost all the Kung Fu movies.
Yeah. Well, Master Feng, is there a website people can go to learn more about your training facility and the courses that you offer?
Oh, yes. Our website is www.americanshaolinkungfu.com. And we have a website up there has all the information, Shaolin histories, and master's background, classes schedule, and we also have 2 locations. So phone number, everybody can contact us. And picture and videos, so people can click and watch. We also have a performance video on our website.
Well, Master Feng, thank you so much for joining us on the show. You know, it's been an honor having you as our guest.
Oh, thank you so much for interviewing me, Robert.
The 25th Hour Radio Show.